Sorry, people. Sorry, I didn't know the sound was off. I apologize. Yeah, so as you can see, the Premier League table is there. Manchester City is top of the league, as always, which is a worrying sign. I don't know what to make of it. I really, really don't know what to make of Man City and the way they're performing, because normally they start off slow and then they pick up gradually as they go along. But now it looks like they're not playing very well, Man City, that is, but they're still pulling out results. It's a scary thing. It's really, really scary, because if they started off like this right now, like mixing up instead of sorry about that, instead of starting off slow and winning the games as well at the same time, what can they do at the end? They could actually run away with this league, probably blow the 100 points mark as well. It's just, listen, people, we need to wake up to this. Like, teams have to go at Man City this season. They can't really sit back and watch Man City do what they normally do. That's what I don't want to see, and a lot of us don't want to see, because it's not fair to the league. As Joe Cole said the other day, he said the league is not looking good, because Man City looks like they're going to win 5 Premier League titles in a row, and that's not very good advertisement for the league. And he's right about that, because who's going to look at this league anymore? I mean, look at the Italian league, the way Juventus used to win on a regular basis, AC Milan, all that stuff. It became less interesting. La Liga, look at it now. Without Messi and Ronaldo, it's not the same league anymore. Now, if Man City continuously win the league on a regular basis and make everyone look bad around them, it's gonna make us, it's gonna make us look as bad as those leagues. And Bundesliga, we already know who's gonna win it before the season starts. They've even won it last season, on the last kick of the ball at Bayern Munich. So it's a joke. It's an absolute joke what I see in this league, and we need to get a grip of it somehow, some way. because like if one team is going to be dominating, these super leagues that's getting done up in Saudi Arabia and other places can take over eventually because it's more competitive than this one, and the world stars are going down there for the money reasons as well. So it's we need to get a grip. Let me just put it out there: this league needs to get a grip before it gets out of control to the extent nobody's going to look at it anymore. Some of the people that I know, older fans, they lost interest. They've lost interest in this league because they said, first of all, it's not competitive anymore, and second of all, it's not like it used to be as well. Like when everybody used to have a go at everybody. It's not. It's nothing like that. You already know before the kickoff who's gonna win. You already know before the league starts who's gonna win, man. But look at it. Look at the league, like. Brighton, I don't know, right? You saw them in the UEFA Cup the other day. So Europa League the other day, they wasn't that good. West Ham are 6. They're doing all right. As Antonio says, they've got us. We've got them. They're gonna finish above us, etc., and all that stuff. So we'll see in it. We'll see, Antonio. We'll see how the league is gonna go this season as well. Yeah. So this is the league so far. Manchester City top of the league. 5 game out of 5. We've only drawn 1, but we won the last 4. Luton not doing well so far. Burnley at the bottom. Everton should be relegated, to be fair. They should be gone by now, but I don't know what they stood in the league. You look at Chelsea, spent over £1 billion. Man United 13th, spent over £1 billion as well. Like Newcastle, yeah, maybe the season's caught up with Newcastle now. The true colours are showing. Like with Newcastle, when you put money in the players' pockets, they walk through a wall for you. Now everything around it gets better. And the adrenaline doesn't really connect with the with the football on the pitch anymore. Like, and now they're showing the true colours, because majority of the Newcastle players, if you think about it, people, they're on the bottom 3. I mean, maybe they signed 4 or 5 players, but majority of them are the ones who are part of the actual bottom 3. Brentford, they're not doing as well as the previous seasons, as you can see. Fulham, same. They're dropping off slightly. Crystal Palace are coming up. Northern Forest are coming up. Aston Villa is doing well. And as you can see, the Premier League is like that. The Premier League is like that. As it should be. Obviously, Tottenham is a surprise package out of all the teams in the Premier League so far. They are doing all right. But can they win the league? I don't know. I have no idea. With Tottenham. Like, I don't think they're going to win the league, but I'm saying, are they going to be in top 4? I don't know. I have no idea about that. Yes, Janet, big up. West Ham have to lose. Yes, good luck. Thank you, Rumina. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and hit the like button as well, please, people. So as you can see, it's just all about we're just talking about the Premier League in general, like how it is. And it's not. Listen, it's a tough thing to watch when you're watching the Premier League in the table like this. 5 out of 5, man. Come on, man. Goods at 11. No loss, no draw. That's a scary thing, man. It's really, really scary. Let's be honest. Tottenham, obviously, were lucky to beat Sheffield United the other day. And they beat them in extra time. So it wasn't really an impressive performance. But they got Arsenal next. So we're going to see that game tomorrow and see if Tottenham have improved, or Tottenham are just, a flash in the pan, if you know what I mean. Brighton is Brighton. They do well in the league, but you saw them in the Europa League the other day. They wasn't that impressive. Yeah, so that's how it is so far in the Premier League. Please, people, like I always say, hit that subscription button, notification button, like button, all that good stuff. You're getting this on a regular basis. I'm not stopping anytime soon, so help me in that way. So the next one we're going to talk about, obviously, is the game against West Ham. We're going to look at West Ham's, obviously, results and all that stuff as well. So let's do this, people. Let's do this. I haven't looked at Jurgen Klopp's press, by the way, so that's not going to happen today. So don't be ready for that one. Yeah, so let's preview the game. So West Ham, results-wise, they're like this in the Premier League. Let's just check it out, see what they've been doing, if they got any better or anything. Okay, as you can see, the first game, Manchester City, they were leading in that game, by the way. They done all right, but they were just too defensive, in my opinion, in that game. I was watching it. Man City weren't that impressive, but they still grinded out the result in that game. West Ham, I think Ward-Prowse scored the first goal. Then the likes of Haaland and all these players come in, and I think it was Bernardo Silva and players like that. But we could see the goal scorers, obviously. There you go. And Doku obviously came. What it is with Man City, I've always said it. The issue, the problem you could give Man City is like make sure they don't score in the first 30 minutes because they put all their energy into that first 30 minutes. Once that 30 minutes expires, they really like sit back and try to do like counter attack here and there because they've already put the energy into that first 30 minutes. So West Ham did do that. Actually, West Ham had a few opportunities in that game to win, to get another goal, but they didn't, unfortunately. So, Man City eventually, it was a strange goal. Doku scored. He's cutting in with his right foot. They let him cut in with his right foot and slot it in the left hand side of the goalkeeper. It was just simple goal. If you're a defender, the player what foot it is. You take him to the other direction. And the Dufel or what was it, Kofel or something, Kofel, yeah, took him to the he let him cut inside and curl it around him, which was really, really bad defending. You know what I mean? That's amateur defending, in my opinion, if you ask me. And I didn't really like that because that's your profession. That's what you do. That's what you train for. What do you do in training? I mean, who you're gonna face. So you got to prepare for that player. If it's Doku or if it's Jack Grealish, you got to prepare for those type of players because they're going to do similar things anyway. They're either going to go on the outside and then cut back in and try to cross it in, or they're going to cut in and try to curl it in the top corner. That's what they're going to do. That's the same thing what Mahrez used to do on the right hand side for Man City. But people just keep on doing the same thing to him, and then he eventually just gets the better of them. It's crazy, man. And then Bernardo Silva, I think he headed it over the goalkeeper. It was a strange one. I think it was Alvarez that chipped the ball. He had the ball actually edge of the box for ages, and nobody approached him. That's what I couldn't understand. I think like the guy's got about 10 seconds on the ball at the edge of the box, and then somebody approaches him after. What's happened to that 10 seconds? Like, get to them quick. Make sure he doesn't cross the damn ball in. What did they do? They let him chipped it over. Bernardo Silva came out of nowhere, headed it in over the goalkeeper and slotted it in. And Haaland. Bernardo Silva just hit it across the box. Haaland was on his left foot and it's just smashed it in the left-hand side of the goalkeeper. It's just Haaland, isn't it? That's the way it is. But listen, West Ham had that opportunity to win this game. They had a few opportunities to win this game and they didn't do it. Once you do that against Man City, it's night and day, innit? They're going to come back. One goal doesn't mean anything to them. 2 goals might be difficult for them to come back from, but 1 goal is easy thing for them to come back from as well. But I think that's what they're trying to do now, Man City. They're trying to control games much more. I think that 30 minutes thing, they're trying to get rid of that because they don't want to put all the energy in that 30 minutes because they know a lot of teams have studied them. And they're trying to play negative football as well as quite negative football and good football at the same time, if you know what I mean. But I look at Man City, majority of their players are just defensive players. They're not really attacking players. Look at the back line all the way, to Rodri. It's just all defensive work. Like Kyle Walker doesn't step over that, center circle line. He stays there. So if the ball goes over the top of the defense, Kyle Walker he's got pace to burn, and he goes behind that defense and sorts everything out for them. That's the only thing they have advantage on other defensive teams as well. They play Ake, they play Diaz, all these defenders. They just got so many defenders on that pitch, and Stones is to get back as well. So it'll be hard to beat City in the next season, man. I'm telling you right now, because it'll be difficult to score against them. It was already difficult because they kept the ball for so long before, but now it's going to be more difficult because they're a defensive team. That's what's going to happen with them. But West Ham is a good team. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, they won the Europa Conference League, as we all know, but they lost Declan Rice. Are they going to be, performing in a way that's going to be different to last season? Are they going to be better than last season? We don't know. We have to wait. It's only been 5 games this season so far. Let's see when it gets to the 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 games, and then we could judge West Ham where they're going to be at the end of the season. You know what I mean? It could be just good form from last season that's taking them into this season, and then when the season catches up with you, they might drop off the league, if you know what I mean. So we'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. So that's West Ham for you. That's their last game against Man City. Sorry, their first game against Man City. Luton is the whipping boys of the league so far. I don't know much about them. I don't watch Luton. I'm going to start watching it, but I don't know much about them. But you can see West Ham, dominated this game and just battered them, it looks like. Let's look at the stats there. I'm sure West Ham was up on everything. You know what I mean? There you go. Touches, passes, tackling, you know what I mean? And Luton are going to be relegated. Let's be honest. They're the first one to get relegated. So we've got to be realistic here. That's the whipping boys of the Premier League. This one shocked me more than anything. That West Ham beating Brighton. You know what I mean? But like I said, West Ham can be that team that that's performing at a higher level because of what they did in the Europa Conference League. You know what I mean? When you're winning competitions, it breeds confidence in it. So this is what they're facing at the moment. Confidence is at its best. But when everybody is performing at a higher level, there's a certain part of the season everybody's going to be performing at a higher level. Can West Ham like sustain that? I don't know. I have to wait and see, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is a shocking result in my opinion. Like Brighton losing at home to West Ham 3-1. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. And we know this game, you know, the billionaire boys, they came to West Ham. West Ham battered them. You know what I mean? Caicedo had a nightmare, came in, gave a penalty away and all that stuff. It was just a mess from the Chelsea side. Chelsea's just the whipping boys of this league. Let's be honest there, man. And I mean, they're 14th in the league and they spent over $1 billion. Like, where's the structure in place? Where's the ambition in regards to, you know, having that, you know, strong defense, so goalkeeper to the defense, to the midfield, to the attackers? You know what I mean? Where is that? Where is that, you know, sense of like, we're here to compete for the league and we've got the manager that can make us compete for the league. Let us get the players the manager wants us to get, instead of like, let us get the players the owners want us to get. It's just, it's a mess at that football club, Chelsea, at the moment, man. It's like they make other teams scout for them in order for them, you know, to get the players. What is that all about? I don't understand. Where's your scouting team? Where is the people that you pay the big bucks to get you the right players for, you know, the team to perform on the pitch? Listen, good riddance in my opinion. I'm glad they are where they are. We always talk about Man City, but you got to understand Chelsea are the ones who started this nonsense and with the money and all that stuff, and they deserve what they're getting. They deserve what they're getting. Lack of structure, and you know, you can't say ambition because they have got ambition. It's just lack of structure that's actually making them look as bad as they are, and they're 14th in the league. They're a mess. But yeah, West Ham deserve to win this game. I watched this game. They were brilliant at it. The last game was 1-1. Bournemouth away is going to be difficult for a lot of teams. You know what I mean? I don't like. It's going to be difficult for us. We lost there last season at Bournemouth away, so a lot of teams don't win it. Even Chelsea drew last game over there. So that's two big teams they drew with. That's in the top 10. Yeah, so yeah, I won't judge this game off the result. West Ham are better than that, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna have to wait and see. We have to wait and see when they come to Anfield. Well, Antonio's confident in it. He's very, very confident. So let's look at Liverpool. Let's see what we've done. As you can see, Liverpool's games. Where was it? Yeah. Liverpool beat Chelsea they drew with Chelsea 1-1. We beat Bournemouth at home 3-1. This game just angers me more than anything, because you know these are the type of games we're supposed to be winning. Chelsea are not in full strength, so why are we beating them away at Chelsea? Like, you know, I mean, we beat difficult teams than that team we faced that day. But sometimes that's the way it goes. We started off. I think we started off good in that game, and then we just tailed off at the end, and Chelsea came to their own, and Enzo Fernandez just dominated the game from what I saw. Yeah, and don't forget, we was actually competing with Chelsea for Caicedo and Lavia at that time as well. So we had the ownership there. We all thought that John W. Henry's coming over here to, you know, cause some damage on Chelsea, but he didn't buy the player. I mean, Chelsea bought the player at the end. Yeah, so that's what I got for you so far. Obviously, in regards to the results, but head to head, I'm gonna give it to you against West Ham. It's gonna be a very interesting one. I couldn't believe when I saw the head to head. So as you can see, we beat Newcastle. Darwin Núñez came on in the second half, scored 2 goals. We was 10 men throughout the game, which was impressive enough as it is. We beat Aston Villa 3-1. That game was the most dominant game we've had, I think, this season so far. So some people will even say Liverpool might lose that game because that the Aston Villa's record against Liverpool. And the last game was against Wolverhampton in the Premier League. We was good and bad. We started off bad in this game, and then we just came into it afterwards and start dominating and got the 3 goals afterwards in the latter stages of the game as well. Obviously, we got the first goal back in the start of the second half, and we took off Gakpo, and then as when Nunes and Diaz came on, we dominated the game from there, and we was much better in my opinion. Robertson scored a goal, and you know we just dominated after that. Really, we just dominated after that, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Salah was just back to his best, you know, creating chances for players and looking like the Salah that we know as well. And I really enjoy when I'm watching Salah now. I don't really brag about Salah that much normally, you know, because you know the greedy side of football really irritates me. I'm more of a technical player type, a player that sets up for the team, sacrifices his game for the team. That's the kind of player that I like. And Firmino was always that player for me, you know what I mean, in the old days. But now it looks like Salah is trying to mold into that type of player that's creating chances as well as scoring goals and things like that. And he's looking, to me, he's much of, he's a better player than he was before. Now, what I'm watching, that's how I see it. Because he's an all-round player. He's not just one-dimensional, you know what I mean, just getting goals and that is it. He's not that type of player at the moment. And I like that. I like that. And I've got to give him like a big, pop. What do you call it? Big up for that. Like the way he's just changed his game and made it into a different type of way that people don't know him. He can do. Everybody thought he's just a goal scoring midfielder and that is it. Like he can't create chances. But if you look at his records in the past, Salah, he's creating chances all the time. So yeah, let's check out the head-to-head record. As I said, let's look at it. Head-to-head. I was shocked when I saw this. As you can see, in the last 6 games, we only lost once to West Ham. I think I don't remember. Maybe it's that season we was in trouble. We didn't have no defense or something like that. But if you can see the head-to-head. The last game, Liverpool beat them 2-1 at West Ham. We beat them 1-0 at Anfield. We beat them 1-0 at Anfield again. We lost away to them, and obviously we beat them away at West Ham. We beat them at home as well. So we got a pretty good record against West Ham. If you look at head-to-head, I'm impressed. I thought like it would be worse than this, but look at that. Like majority is a win. And then I think that the game we lost, it must be that season we had no defense. I'm sure it's that season. I mean, I can't see any other season that we actually lost to them that we was doing good. I mean, so yeah, it's not a bad record, is it? It's not a bad record. Let me get to the comments before I continue, man. I'm being pretty rude in the comments at the moment, so I don't want to be doing that. Big up John Conway every day, always. Big up Glasgow Red TV. John, thank you, bro. Thank you for coming on, guys. Big up Fozzie, mate. Hope you're all well. I'm good, man. I'm good. Just trying to bring you guys, the preview for the game. And, you could discuss it amongst yourself, what you think of it. Big up, John, mate. Hope you are well. Yes, everybody. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate that. If you have the link, I can jump on if you want, mate. I just did it from, I'm not going to be on long, bro. I mean, I've been doing this every day now. I'm pretty tired of it. So I'm just trying to give you guys what I set up as a single person. So, but I'm going to bring people on a regular basis eventually, man. Don't worry about that. 100%, bro. I'm just waiting. Big up Aziz. Gonna be a good game. Yeah. I'm just waiting for it. I can't wait. All right, yes, Katie. Much appreciated for coming on. Salah's been shining this season so far, contributing more to the game with his assists. So not only just about getting on a goal scoring sheet for him. 100%. He's phenomenal this season. Like I said, this version of Salah, I think he's brilliant. I think it's one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, and me seeing him do what he's doing, being unselfish. I wish he did that a few seasons ago. Because if he did that a few seasons ago, like when we was competing for the title, maybe we would have won those titles. If you know what I mean. And that's the only like downfall in my opinion. Like I wish he was like this those seasons, because there was games like against Tottenham at home, the quad season. He could have just passed the ball to Diaz, and we would have scored a goal and won that game, if you know what I mean. So things like that should have happened a while ago, in my opinion, and it's just unfortunate, man. It's just unfortunate. Sometimes things happen when it's late in it. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But yeah, but as you can see, head to head, people, that's how it is. Both teams, one team is more stronger than the other, as you can see. We're dominant in these games against West Ham. I'm expecting the same. I'm not expecting any less. You know what I mean? I'm not listening to Antonio's gibberish. I think like we could actually dominate them and beat them in this game as well. Yeah, 100%, 100%. So the next thing we're going to be going to, which is the final thing, obviously, will be the tactics. You know, I do those tactics nowadays. So let's go to the tactics and talk about what West Ham is going to set up and what we're going to set up. So let's do this, people. Let's do this. So as you can see in the tactics board, West Ham obviously. Let me see what they play. I don't exactly know what formation. They've got some weird formations. Like they play one formation one week, they play another one in the next week. So I want to see based on their last Premier League game, not the Europa League game, based on their last Premier League game, what they did. So they obviously their last Premier League game was hang on, where was it? Oh, from what I can see, it's Man City. Wow, didn't know that. Yeah, so they played obviously 1-4-2 pivot, and they played 3 up front of that pivot and 1 up front. So let me see if I could put that up. It's more or less like that. So 4-2, yeah, like this. That's what they've done. So this is the formation they're going to be playing, I'm assuming. I can't see it any other way, you know what I mean? So, Paquetá, I think, hang on. I'm just trying to look at the formation itself. So Paquetá was on the left, and Ward-Prowse was in the middle here. Souček and Alvarez were there. You know, I've been saying a lot about Bowen as a Salah, not replacement, but you know, Salah debutant, like someone who's gonna like back him up next season. Hopefully, if we could get him, it would be brilliant through the door. So he could be Salah's assistant. You know what I mean? If one Salah, you know, like it's what 31, so he's gonna be 32. We don't want to burn out Salah, but if we have someone capable of taking his place, that'd be brilliant in my opinion as well. So this is how West Ham play. Majority of the time, what I see of West Ham when they're playing the game. Let me bring in actually the. Let me swap screens because you know, like I don't want to look sideways, but if I could look forward, it'd be easier for you guys, isn't it? It'd be yeah. So what I see of West Ham when they play the game, it's quite big, man. Let me turn it down a bit. What the heck is going on? Yeah, I hope you can see it, people. I mean, I don't like it big because you know I could put other teams in there; it'd be easier. So what West Ham do majority of the time when they play is they use the middle more. Let me just get it. Like the Ward-Prowse and Souček, you know what I mean? These are the players they use. And don't forget, Paquetá and Bowen they're not always at wide. Their formation is mainly at the in the middle. That's where it is. That's where they start their attacks from, and that's where they end it. Really, they don't go any further than that. Sometimes they go out wide, but the thing is, when they go out wide, it's all about cutting in it. It's nothing to do with players crossing in the ball to the box to Antonio. Like he's good in the air. Don't get me wrong. I don't know why Antonio's number is like that. Let me just change Antonio's number. I don't even know. Yeah, I thought I changed it. My bad. It's easy, people. It's easy like Sunday morning. No, wrong team. It's easy like Sunday morning. Where is Antonio's team? See, I don't even support West Ham, but I know their numbers. That's great. Great. Yeah, you can see with Antonio, he's just a runner, innit? He's not really a technical player. I'm not criticizing him because of what he said. I'm just trying to give you what Antonio is all about, what troubles he can cause. He's just a runner. He just runs in the wings. He just runs in the middle. He just runs there, comes deep, tries to use his muscles as he always does, and then turn and just run. That's what he is. There's no ball attachment to this guy. Like there's nothing else. If he's in the wing, if he's here, he'll kick the ball there and he try to chase it, and that's about it. There's no knowledge like trying to get the ball in the box or anything like that. There's no know-how about things like that. That's how he is. He's the Konate of West Ham. That's how I know I criticize our Konate a lot. He's a brilliant defender, but you know upstairs there's nothing in there. So that's how I see when I look at Konate. Yeah, but yeah, so that's how Antonio is. He's not really a ball player, but he can run all day long. That's the difference. That's the thing he can cause it against Liverpool tomorrow, which worries me more than anything. I don't know what it is. He just has it against us. He's always playing well. He's always playing well. Paquetá, obviously Manchester City bound due to betting accusations, so he couldn't really go to West Ham. But I think he's brilliant. I really think Paquetá is a brilliant player, man. I wish Liverpool go for him next season, some way, somehow, get him into that midfield. You know, Thiago ain't going to stay for long. Someone like Paquetá replacing him would be brilliant for us. I honestly think that. You know what I mean? The guy is technically gifted. He works hard, you know what I mean? And, you know, he creates chances for the strikers and he scores goals as well. And he's left-footed. He could be the best on the left side of that three midfielders, you know what I mean? If you bring back McAllister there or something like that. Yeah, so Paquetá is a threat as always. Bowen, as I've said it, like with him, he's a very intelligent player, you know, like for a guy who plays that wide. What I like about him, he helps the back. I don't know why it's not arrow there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to be like Sky Sports, innit, people? I'm getting there. So give me a chance, man. I'll be there. I'll be better than Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville one day. You'll see. Yeah, so as you can see, this is Bowen majority of the games. He works hard going back. He works hard going forward. And he gets into the box to score goals as well. So with Bowen, he's a threat in all kinds of different ways, if you know what I mean. And this is why I said I don't mind him at Liverpool. You know what I mean? He might not be the most glamorous player in the world, but what you see in the arrows is what he does for the team, and I like that. I really like that from Bowen. Special player in my opinion, underrated, and I think he gets about 8-9 goals a season, as well as like working hard for the team, creating chances for the team. So what more do you need from a player like that? You know what I mean? I don't need anything more than that. It'll be different to Salah, but it'll be good backup for Salah, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So he's a threat in that way. Ward-Prowse coming to the team. He's more of an attacking player now for West Ham rather than being a defensive player for Southampton back in the day. So he's more threat going forward, and he's scoring goals now. Ward-Prowse, like he goes above the striker sometimes. He takes set pieces, but he works back as well. Don't forget about Ward-Prowse. He's not like a one-dimensional kind of player. He does work back. He goes forward. He's a set piece specialist, and he offers more than most in that midfield. If you're looking for a complete midfielder, if you know what I mean, experience to burn as well. He was a captain for Southampton for years, wasn't he? Like, and I think he took over the free kicks, hasn't he, in the Premier League? Like the most free kicks scored. So he's a dangerous player. Just don't give free kicks outside the box. That's all I can say, man. So pretty much, this is West Ham's team. They're going to cause threats from all kind of areas. Like I talked about Antonio, he's not just one dimensional. Like playing just in the middle, he goes out wide, causes threats there, and he comes deep to collect the ball and goes forward with it as well. Not the best technically, but he can cause damage to us. Alvarez is the new defensive midfielder they got. I think Anton said, why don't we get him for Liverpool before West Ham bought him? I mean, because we need a player like that. And he was right, you know. He's better than what I thought. I'm really impressed with Alvarez. You know, if you look at the Man City game, when he came off, Man City got better. I mean, he was protecting that defence. Alvarez, he came off. I think Man City started scoring their goals. So yeah, Souček is Souček. He's a threat in either box. Like if we're gonna get some crosses in the box, he's gonna header it away. He's technically gifted. Obviously, we know he's a Czech Republic international, and he's a threat in the other box as well when there's set pieces, or you know, if they counter attacking, he'll be in the box the ball will get to his head and he's probably going to slot it in. He's really, really, really good in things like that. So Suchek is those kind of players who are underrated. Not many people talk about them, but under the radar, like majority of the time. But you know, they cause more damage than you think. You know, Suchek is a special player, man. Kufel, he's a good right back, but he's not very pacey. So Diaz can have him to the cleaners, if you know what I mean. And I'm just looking forward to that battle. Emerson, I think he's the ex Chelsea player, isn't he? The left back who went to Italy for for loan deals. He's been doing all right, but he hasn't. Crosswell hasn't been like seen since this guy has taken his place. So yeah. So let's take a look at Liverpool's team. Obviously, we only play one way, as everybody knows. This is let me take out the players that's going to be playing. He's not gonna play. He's not gonna play. He might play. He's not gonna play. I want Nunes to play. I want Nunes to play. I think Nunes has done enough to earn a place in the team. It's unfair, like, you know, not to give him the opportunity, if you know what I mean, Nunes. So I hope he plays. I think Trent is coming back in this game. I think he's fit again. Gravenberch, after that performance over the week against Lask, surely to God he has to play, man. You know what I mean? Because we need him. We really need that midfield dynamism. You know what I mean? He's different to other players. He's more of a controlling player. He's more of a technical player who could turn in a box, in a phone box, as they say. He could turn people. He could go past people. That's what I like about Gravenberch, man. And he's really impressed me in that game against Lask. Really, really impressed me. There's a lot of players that actually failed. He was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant in my opinion. And I hope he plays. So the players I'm going to bring in as well, it's going to be McAllister. He's going to play in that DM role, as we all know. And Soboslai, the midfield general, the boss, as I call him, the boss, Soboslai. Salah, of course, man. You know, it's no one better than Salah, in my opinion, so this season so far. So that's how I see the team. I don't see it any differently. Gakpo hasn't done much in that last Premier League game against Wolverhampton, but Nunes came on and caused more damage, if you know what I mean. That's how I can see this game. I hope this is the starting lineup for us. And let me just talk about Liverpool. Well, we could cause West Ham problems. We can't make West Ham be comfortable in the game, people. Like they gotta have problems, innit? So let's just hope we can do that. So this is my lineup from what I can see. Sorry about the chat. I'll get back to it in a second. Apologies for that. I always do that at the end anyway. So this is what I want to see. If it's not Gravenberch, because he came off with an injury, I want to see Endu get another chance. He has to get another chance because it's not fair. Like everybody's trashing him and saying he's not good enough. I've even heard some people say like, just get him off. He's crap. He's not Liverpool worthy player. I just think like the pressure sometimes when you go to a top team is too much, and it will take you time, you know, to put your impact on the pitch. That's how I see it when I'm watching Endu. And that's what he needs to do. He needs to be more comfortable in his surroundings. And I think he'd be all right. I know I keep saying that, but he's just not performing. Even in the last game, you expect him against the Austrian team. You know, Austria and Germany is similar kind of football. You expect him to do better, but he didn't, man. He was really, really struggling in that game. And I was worried for him. I was worried about the backlash. And there was a lot of backlash on Endu after that game. Some people actually saying, "I hope we never see him again." Like, and that's harsh. What kind of supporters are we if we're saying that about our own players? We're not like other clubs. We keep acting like we are, but we're not like other clubs. And it's a sad sight when people are saying that. Oh, I hope we never see him again. Who are you to judge a player? I mean, like, come on, man. Don't say things like that. It's not nice. Abdul, welcome, mate. Welcome. Very good record, true as they always get their top performance against us. Yeah, especially Antonio. Antonio is a big threat, man. A big threat. Big up all red chat. Yes, much appreciated, Abdul. Thanks for all joining. Yes, smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff, people. Please, yeah, do that for us. I appreciate that immensely. Oh, Liam's in the house too. Damn, I didn't see him for a while. Brace yourself with the Manx ref. Oh, Manx ref, yeah. It's always going to be Max. Liam says we need to shut Antonio's face up. He as he thinks West Ham will finish about LFC. Not sure where he's getting this thought from, but he must have held a lot of files in his shits. Yeah. I don't want to keep doing that, man. I don't want to go all the way down there. Yes, so much appreciated. Much appreciated. Gravy. Nunes starts. Angel says no. Trent still injured. Unfortunate. So if there's no Trent, you know what I mean, there's always Gomez. You know, it looks like Gomez is going to be the one who's going to be replacing Trent the majority of the time. So if the team's like this, I'm not going to be complaining about it. I mean, it's more tighter in defensive side of things, that side. But I don't want to see Gomez going here. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? It's just wrong when you see Gomez there. It's really, really bad. He's not a technical player. So why are you making him inverted? It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, this should be the team if Trent ain't fit. From my side, because I don't want to give up on Endu. Like, we keep like taking him in and out of the team and expect to do miracles afterwards. He needs that consistency in the team so he could like have his say in that midfield. As I said before, I don't want him going too far. Just protect that defense. Just protect that defense, and you know, make sure you're only going that far, and make sure you get into the centre back position. Make sure you cover those areas. That's it. That's all you have to do. I don't want you to complicate your games trying to be a playmaker and all that stuff. Forget about that stuff. Forget about it, as they say. Just concentrate on your defensive role and make sure you just go to the centre circle and back. That's it. I don't need anything else. These guys will do all the work for you. You know, McAllister is a hard worker, and he goes up and down, and he will back that guy there, and he will back that guy there. You don't need to do a lot of work. That's all I want you to do. You know him. He will go forward. He will cut back. And, you know, he'll go protect him and he'll protect him. That's it. Simple as that. That's all I want you to do, Indu. Just stay in your lane. Go here and go back. That's it. Simple as that. And if you have to go that way, go and protect those guys and go this way. Don't do too much running up and down here, there. I don't want you to do that. Just do your role, which is where those arrows are. Simple game. Make sure you cover those areas. That is it. That's the problem with players in the modern day. They're trying to do too much, in my opinion. Trying to complicate their game and, you know, make other teams attack us and have a go at us and all that stuff. Just relax. That's what I used to criticize Fabinho about. Like, Fabinho, I see him sometimes used to go up here, and this area is all empty because of him being that far ahead. I mean, you're the protector. Be the protector. I don't want you going anywhere else. This is your area. Hopefully I could bring that circle up. No, hang on. Let me just do this. Yeah, it's just crazy what players do sometimes. It's really, really frustrating. Sorry, people. I can't bring that circle because it's not even on the actual screen. Yeah. You know, with players, all you want them to do is be there. Hang on, sorry about that. That big circle. There you go. There. That area is where you're supposed to be. Just don't go don't go further than that. You know what I mean? Just be there. That circle where you're supposed to be. I don't want you going anywhere else. This is your area here. This is your domain. Please just remain there. Don't make your game complicated going somewhere else, like far away. I don't want to do that. If you're a defensive midfielder, that's your area. Stay there. Why do you have to go and make things complicated going here, there? Just stay there. Then you could protect the defense when you have to be, and you could like support the midfield when you have to. That's it. Simple as that. But, you know, we make it complicated on a continuous basis. And this is why we get goals conceded early and all that stuff. Because players are out of position. I mean, our midfielder will be here, the defensive midfielder. The other ones will be here. The other ones will be here. So the defense are vulnerable, as you can see over here. The ball will be to the opponents. They will go through and get a goal. And it shouldn't be like that. Always protect your defense, man. Stay in your lane, man. That's all you have to do. Even in midfield. Like, if McAllister goes forward, Szoboszlai comes back in and helps out Endu. That's what I want to see. I don't want, like, two going up and leaving one vulnerable on his own so the other team can attack. I don't want to see things like that. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so majority of, like, this is the game. This is what I want to see. I don't want to see anything else, people. This is my starting lineup. And I already showed you the West Ham possible starting lineup. It's going to be an interesting game. It's going to be an interesting game. I hope like we come through it well with flying colours. Just keep the winning momentum going. We don't want to like Don't know what's going on here. Yeah, we don't want to like get into a game like we're doing tit for tat. We don't want to go into things like that, man. So let's hope. I don't know what's going on with my screen. Oh, there you go. Yeah, let me get back to the actual screen. Yeah, so that's all I want to see. I don't want to see a complicated game. The tactics are there, simple as that, and we'll just go for the win. I mean, listen, what title challenge is this season? I don't care what anyone says to me, man. Don't underestimate Liverpool this season, man. Come on, man. We've got to make it. We've got to make it into a league that's competitive. Like the league is losing interest. It's losing interest pretty badly now. So we don't want to see that. You know what I mean? We want to see a competitive league that's well, that was the tactics. That's worthy of the world to watch. That's what I want to see, and hopefully we'll get there. So as you can see, people, that's the preview show. I've been here for 55 minutes. I'll go on for a little bit, obviously. Let's get back to the Premier League and see where we was. Head to head, as you can, as I told you guys, Liverpool dominated it throughout. I think that we've only in the last 10 games we only lost one. It was a 3-2 to West Ham away. But head to head, Liverpool just dominated. We just battered them all over. So this is the league. Our game will kick off. Let me just check what time our game will kick off. It's tomorrow, obviously, the game. It's not live on TV, people, just to let you know. You could be here watching it with me if you want. The game is at 2 o'clock tomorrow. The North London derby is going to be on as well. I hope you watch your team beat West Ham. It's good games. Very, very good games. Man City's got Nottingham Forest at home. You know the score of that one. It's going to be a battering probably, isn't it? That's what's going to happen over there. Yeah, so that's the league. We'll just keep that winning run going, and then we'll see where we end up at the end of the season. That's how I see it. Yeah. Okay, people, that's me done. I've done the preview show for you. I've done the tactics. I've done the, I talked about teams individually. I talked about the Premier League. And all that stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this, and it's time to go. It's really, really time to go. Thanks for the people that actually contribute in the chat as well. I appreciate you all as always. John Conway says it's 3-1. I hope they don't score because we keep like conceding goals. There, it's a strong possibility. Yes, John Conway, much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated for all the people that's tuned in. I have to go now. But yeah, thank you, people. Thank you. Let's enjoy the Premier League today. Hopefully the results will go our way. And then we'll see you tomorrow with the watch along. Take care, everybody. Take care.